Neck and back pain sufferers are getting a new lease on life thanks to minimally invasive spine and neck surgeries. Here to walk us through treatment options at U.S. Pain and Spine Institute about these minimally invasive surgeries, we have surgeon Dr. Thomas Jones. Thank you so much for coming in.
Having me. I appreciate it.
We've been talking like all these things back here, but how do you know? Everybody has a neck pain or a back pain at some point. How do you know that you're in a position of, okay, I need to go in and see somebody?
Well, everyone will experience neck and back pain over the course of their lifetime. But when that pain persists and stays there, it's a problem. And especially when that pain starts shooting down your arm or down your leg, that's not normal, and that usually indicates that you have some kind of nerve involvement as well. And so when those things start popping up and they're not going away, that's the time to come see me.
Would you have that like shooting pain when you're sitting down, or is it just when you're standing up? And
a lot of people have shooting pains when they're actually walking. That's commonly known as sciatica.
Okay.
And so that's the pain that goes all the way down your legs. Some people have pain in their legs that only occur when they're actually walking or standing, but they have no pains when they're sitting down. My mom, in fact, has a condition called spinal stenosis, and she could have no pain at all when she was at the casino or if she was at home relaxing watching TV. But as soon as she got up, started walking around, it was a wrap. She had the pain.
Hey, as long as you're in at the casino, there's never pain, right?
I wouldn't move either.
Hey, so with spine and neck surgeries, I think a lot of times you used to think, oh, I'm going to be out of work for weeks or days. It's not the case anymore.
It's not the case anymore. We can get you back to life really fast. And so, in fact, a lot of my patients who have spine surgery actually go home the same day. And so lots have changed since over the time. There's been a lot of pioneers in spine surgery. It used to be that you had long incisions for surgeries. Now we can do surgeries through 1-inch incisions. One of the things that's helped out a lot has been the robust marketing and advertising from some of the places like Laser Spine. You always hear about Laser Spine Institute and things like that, but lasers themselves are not the most commonly used things, but they're more of a buzzword when they come into the office to generate talk about minimally invasive spine surgery.
And you can do the surgery in a surgical center. You don't have to go all the way into the hospital.
You don't have to go into the hospital. And in fact, I actually encourage patients, if they have the insurance benefits, to actually go to smaller facilities, because smaller facilities have lower infection rates.
I was going to say less exposure, right?
Less exposure, they're way more efficient, and it's more one-to-one care.
So let's talk through, you brought a couple of spines for us. Let's talk through a couple of things and surgeries that you do.
So one of the things that I specialize in is motion preserving technology, because spine surgery in of itself has gotten a kind of a bad rep because of the fusion. When you hear about fusions, everyone starts to turn the other way, because fusions involve screws, which is not, in some cases, is very appropriate, but I specialize in motion preserving technology. And so what I have right here is actually a replica of disc replacement. So if someone is suffering from back pain or neck pain that may be isolated or in conjunction with arm or leg symptoms, instead of performing a fusion, we can put a disc replacement in there, which actually still allows for movement.
So would this be for somebody who like slipped a disc? I mean, you also often hear that.
It could be in the neck. Sometimes when you have a slipped disc, the only way to get to it is actually from going from the front side of the neck. But you can't take out that disc and get the slipped disc unless you take out everything, so you have to replace it with something. And so you replace it with sometimes one of these little disc replacements right here, and people can still move, because what you don't want is you don't want to have a stiff neck where you can't turn your head or you can't bend down to tie your shoes. And so it works out really nicely. And patients, even with this disc replacement in the neck, I send patients home the same day.
Is that titanium in there?
Exactly. It's titanium and a very expensive piece of plastic. I don't know if the camera can see it there, but it's a very expensive piece of plastic in there.
Well, you can put all this in somebody and they get to go home the same day?
They can go home the same day, and they'll give me a hug before they leave.
Really?
They love it.
So let's talk this one over here, because this one I was asking a bunch of questions in the break. It's like, this looks like a regular spine to me.
It does, and this is something called a Coflex device right here, and it's an alternative to actually performing a fusion in conjunction with a decompression. So spinal stenosis is a very common condition where your nerves are really tight. That's the condition my mom had. When you're sitting down or laying down, you have no problems at all, but as soon as you get up and start walking around, you have pains. But nowadays, we can do a little mini decompression and put this little device in there, and that device right there will provide additional stability in the back, so you can avoid having to have a fusion.
So when you have a back surgery, what's your downtime? I mean, what can you get back into your regular workout routine, get back into regular life?
Sure. I tell most patients, if you're not having an instrumented fusion or a surgery requiring a fusion with screws, most circumstances is about a 6-week recovery. And so at that point in time, I allow patients to actually start moving right away. They can walk right away.
Because moving is moving. Motion is lotion.
Exactly. And we don't do the surgery for you to be a couch potato. We want you up moving around for sure.
Yeah, it's just so interesting. I mean, the technology, just to think that you can have titanium titanium
It has.
in your neck or your back.
It has. And titanium itself is not a problem at all. I've done thousands of surgeries, and I've never had an issue with the extra implants. And some people do have allergies, but it's only in small circumstances.
So with the advances now, there's no reason for somebody to live in pain in the neck or the back.
There is
Be that pain in the neck or pain in the back.
Not everyone needs spine surgery either, but you know, if circumstances where unfortunately everyone does not respond to conservative care, being injections or physical therapy and things like that. And so when those things fail, I'm your guy.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Jones.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
For more information on pain management, you can visit their website at uspshealthcare.com or give them a call at 713-973-7246.